Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 10 of Let's Play BattleTech Blind for PC with all the DLC. Kind of rhymed there a little bit. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to go ahead and light up a smoke here as it loads up. And press the escape button to get to the game faster. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're enjoying the LP thus far. I'm definitely interested in playing more and getting to know this game more. It's a really interesting game to me. Hope you guys feel the same way and want to see more. Try the sensor lock ability to expose enemies to indirect fire. I did not catch that, but it was very important. I don't know what indirect fire is. Is that fire from another mech? Remove their evasion, and then they can get hit by indirect fire. Alright, we've got some jobs to do. I guess I'm just going to wait the four days after the Shadowhawk is being worked on to get myself back in action. I don't think there's a need. We have enough pilots, or mech warriors, I should say. We have enough parts, I think. We have enough mechs. We only have 4 mechs, don't we? Yeah, we've got to get more parts for the fire starter. Is there anything we can do with the blackjack in the meantime? Not really. It's a good all-arounder. Alright, so I guess we would go to the command center and check out the available contracts. Now, obviously, this one in the desert here is pretty high paying. The desert biome is a rocky, windswept wasteland with little vegetation and little water. The extreme heat makes it more difficult for mechs to sink heat. Fields of crystalline mineral deposits interfere with targeting systems, making it harder to shoot into them as well as to shoot out of them. It pays so much, though. And it's an escort, which we're not set up to do, because speed is more for escort missions, and we don't have a speedy crew or a speedy group of mechs except for the Locust. Your objective is to reach a rendezvous point, then protect a convoy of units as it moves to an exit region. The convoy will move quickly and could outpace slower mechs. It will likely be attacked by enemy units on the way to its extraction point. Defeating any attacking units is not required to complete the contract. Key personnel. The local pirate organization is offering this. In a polar region, which is nice. And this is a tundra, which is also nice. But with tundra, biome is a cold boreal forest with icy peaks and barren permafrost. Heat sinks slightly more readily in this biome, but occasional pockets of geothermally heated hot springs can reduce heat efficiency for any mech that stands in them. This pays more and has more salvage potential. What does this mean? This contract includes travel to Detroit, 17 days. I think we'll probably do key personnel, which is an assassinate mission. Max rep +3. These are max, by the way, so we're not going to get any of this, probably. We're going to get a combination. But what does this thing here mean? That squiggly line. Oh, it's a... What is it? It's 1.5 skulls? No, it's only a half. Where did I see that 1.5 just now? Indifferent. An indifferent oh, that's their reputation. I see. Why does this one have no reputation? The planetary government. The world is... Oh, it's an independent planet ruled by a planetary government, unaffiliated with any of the interstellar states of the inner sphere or the periphery. That could easily blow up an ammunition convoy. Plus, it's in the desert. Yeah, that's too risky. We're gonna go with this one. Key personnel, 172.7. Max pay, max salvage, 1 out of 7. Max rep +3. It's an assassinate mission. Your objective is to destroy a specific target. Defeating any other enemy units is not required to complete the contract. Possible strategy is to use fast-moving sniper mechs to strike the target and escape. And the local pirate organization is offering it. We have an opportunity to eliminate a key figure in the Merrick hierarchy in the system, which will leave their organization in chaos and ensure safety for pirate operations. The target will be relatively unguarded and vulnerable, and we'd like you to strike in this window of opportunity. Sounds like we'll be hitting a middle manager. Not much glory, but it pays. The target won't be alone, Commander, and there's a bonus if we can clean up the escorting units. Still, if things get too hot, we can always hit and run. Nice. Let's negotiate. So the most we can get is 1 out of 7, so there's no point in not taking, like... this right here. This deal right here. We're going to just lose 2 with the Free Worlds League. Not that I cared too much. Powerful mercantile state. They can probably pay a lot, but nah. You want to get paid, don't you? Take this job and we all end up with more money. You've got nothing to lose. Alright, so we're going to be making 133. Plus getting a pick of the salvage. I like it. Oh wait, we can't deploy Fluent yet. I keep saying Fluent, but that's me, dog. Oh, I hate to waste 13 days like this, but... I want to get back in action. Work on Locust Complete.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Alright, let's go 4 more days. Fluent has returned to duty. Alright, so, got 2,800 XP. How would I like to build myself? Probably tactics, honestly. Master Tactician. Passive, mechs piloted by this mech warrior gain +1 initiative and remove 1 bar of stability damage when reserving. Guts would be coolant vent. This unit will... Oh yeah, we know about that one. Passive ace pilot. A mech piloted by this mech warrior can move after shooting if it is not moved yet. That's awesome. And passive attacks with a single weapon. Ignore cover and guarded on the target. That's awesome too. Gunnery. Well, we don't have particularly strong gunnery. We have very strong piloting. We have decent guts. And we already have decent tactician. I don't care about the base melee hit too much. Piloting. Multi-target. Fire weapons at up to 3 separate targets within this mech's current firing arc. We have to figure out how to do that. Guts and tactics. guess we can improve gunnery. And then multi-target for 12.5 base weapon hit. What if we get this? +1 health. Where's our health? If we take tactics, -1 indirect fire penalty. I'm going to take gunnery and multi-target.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Alright. Let's get this show on the road. I'm going to go ahead and save. Episode 10. Let's go to negotiate and deploy. Alright, we only get 2 reputation instead of max 3, but nice payday. Bong bong. Alright. Got the Blackjack, the Shadowhawk, the Vindicator, and the Locust. Where does this leave Fluent? We're going to put Fluent in the Blackjack. Me in the Blackjack. We're going to put Behemoth in the Shadowhawk instead, where she used to be. Glitch in the Vindicator. Yeah, this is the original team. What is this? No mech selected. Oh. Alright. We will deploy. Cool. Let's get all immersed with some high volume here. Get ready, guys. It's only a half skull contract. Out of 5, it's not going to be super hard, but it is a nice fat payday. Assassinate. Destroying an enemy battle mech's head or legs removes it from combat and increases the amount of partial mech salvage you can get. Not too worried about that. I mean, there'll be plenty of salvage to go around, I'm sure. Go ahead and light a smoke. Oh, this game is cool, man. I really look forward to playing it each time I load it up.
Command interface initiated.
Commander, our intel was right. The target's in the AO. And only lightly guarded. We're seeing a lot of Merrick activity in the vicinity of the target. Take them out, get to the evac zone, and then we get paid.
You think we'll see bears?
Bears? Come on, Glitch. Destroy supporting enemy forces. I hope it's not too hard. It seems like a pretty tall mission, but... well, let's see how we get there. Down here, down through here. What is this? Oh, the unit's here, and the withdrawal is here. No, this is the supporting enemy forces, and the target unit's up there. Okay. So we can't sprint too far. Road. Yeah, let's go on the road. Shadowhawk.
Enemy detected.
Come here. Glitch. Come here.
Don't need to tell me twice.
All right. A locust. So we know it probably has... Oh, I see. Here's the phases. 3. 2 enemies moving in 4 and 1 of ours, and then 3 of us moving in 3. So we can choose to have Decker move now or reserve him for the next phase of 3 in which all 4 of us would move. It's perfect. So I'm going to reserve him, and it shows it moving over. Oh, another fire starter. Alright, now all 4 move. Guarded, evasive, and entrenched with 3.
Good to go.
Okay, we can sensor lock it to remove 2 of those evasions, but are we in any kind of position to even attack it from here?
Receiving you.
Like if we attack... I like the noise down there. Let's go ahead and sensor lock it. No, Decker.
Orders?
Sensor lock.
Got a lock.
Enemies don't have any turns this turn. This phase, I mean. We could reserve them for the next turn. Enemies act on turn 4, or on phase 4, but let's have the Blackjack come here. Evasive and take out you. We're just going to fire everything. No, we can't multi-target. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see how it works. Ooh, couple hit.
Ready for orders.
Shadowhawk was more of a melee, right? Let's get glitch.
Commander.
So maybe move here.
On my way.
And that's a pretty decent chance to hit.
Got it.
Ooh, nice. Left leg destroyed, knockdown. Yeah, baby. I love that camera angle there. Now they have 1 unit moving here, which is probably going to be the Locust. Behemoth.
Waiting for orders.
You have short range missiles, a mix of things. Let's go ahead and reserve you. See what they do next. Whoops. Okay, 2. Reserved. Select a unit or brace all remaining mechs.
Standing by.
Yeah, just brace.
I copy.
Here comes the Locust. Into the forest. Oh, okay. -1 evasion for me. Alright, it is Decker's turn. We definitely want to act, and we definitely want to sensor lock. Where are you? You?
I've got a sensor lock.
was going to stand up. I thought its left leg was destroyed. Oh, firing at my left leg. Alright. Probably want blackjack. Those are good numbers. Those are darn good numbers. Let's fire at the fire starter. Are we within optimum range? What is the distance here? I don't see a distance. Whatever. Nice.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Alright, glitch.
Waiting for orders.
What does your attack look like on them? Okay, long range missiles. Ah, there we go. Range extreme. I don't get the min range +8. It's not within my minimum range. We have to move 8 more to get within my minimum range. Or do I have to back up more? Well, I guess we'll find out. We'll go ahead and move. Let's just move here and see what happens.
Got it.
30%. Min range +8. Yeah, Whereas that, we have a good chance of blasting that up. So let's just go ahead and fire on you.
Take this.
Oh, flamer crit. Dang, it's still standing.
Where that came from.
It's unsteady though. And Behemoth,
Commander.
we definitely want to act with you.
Copy that.
I could have maybe jumped and did a death from above. I don't know about the range of the jump though. Okay, it looks like we'll put you out of order here.
Giving him everything I've got.
Boom. Center torso destroyed. Pilot incapacitated.
Target neutralized.
Now the Locust gets to go. Huh. Alright, Decker. I want you to put a sensor lock on the Locust.
Sensors locked on.
I should have moved to get more evasion. I should be moving before doing this, but Behemoth. 95 melee. Sure.
Moving out.
This should be good. You little munchkin.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Indeed. I mean, let's have Fluent just... Wait, Fluent does 40
What can I
melee.
do for you?
You do 55. Let's do a 55 melee attack.
Going toe to toe.
There we go.
And stay down.
Okay, we destroyed 100% of the backup units. Now it's time to go get the main one we're after.
Roger. I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Decker. Where do we have to go? Target unit is where? Why isn't it showing me? Oh. Somewhere in there? Oof, so we're not
Standing by.
going the right direction. We've got to come over this way.
Location confirmed.
We've got to come down around here and get into here. Oh, enemy contact. Oh, they're coming to us. Alright, Decker, I do want to use you to spot for long-range
Waiting for
missiles. How do we do that, though? Let's come here, actually. Make contact. It is a Vulcan. Do we have an attack on it? 45% chance of the medium laser? I mean, sure. Oh, we can sensor lock it. Let's do that instead. No, let's just attack, because by the time these guys get to it, well, I guess sensor lock will help. Oh, it's gonna fire. Where's it going? Oh no. Let's go ahead and sprint to here.
Full throttle.
I
Glitch.
hear ya.
Go ahead and sprint. To there.
Moving fast.
Behemoth.
Yes, Commander.
Jump. No. Sprint. To right there, I guess. No. Decker. Reserve. Sprinting. Taking a shot at Vindicator and doing some damage.
Ha! Send me a real opponent.
Let's pick me and come here. Nice chances.
All weapons
Target
limited.
damage.
Oh yeah.
Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Glitchy glitch. If I go there... Okay, we'll go in the forest right here.
Coordinates received.
We just destroyed some building. If you stand too close to each other, you probably are more vulnerable to indirect fire. Oh, 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 oh!
Yeah, critical hit.
But at this
What's
point,
up, boss?
I'm not too worried, honestly.
Acknowledged.
I have to find a way. Those are good chances to hit. To get to see what is in the perfect range. Range very long. Range very extreme. Sure.
Aye, aye.
Oh, sun, direct hit. Decker, if we were to move you, you have a medium laser. If we were to move here, you probably wouldn't be in range. That's why nothing's lighting up down here, maybe? No, that's not why nothing's lighting up. How do I know when I'm getting into range of my weapons? I guess I just click them after I move? No. Huh. Just reserve.
Roger that. Standing by.
Go ahead and vigilance and brace.
Hunkering down.
Decker, reserve.
Holding for tactical advantage.
Oh no. It's trying to get out of there. Where would I have the best shot on it? Probably right here. Love fighting on polar worlds, man. I don't have a shot on it. No. Alright, brace.
What can I do for
Glitch.
ya?
Can you just attack? No, you don't have an attack on it. I guess right here, since it's showing me I can
You betcha.
lob up there, maybe. 30%, not great.
Time to die.
Oh, actually hit a little tiny bit.
Good to go.
Hemoth. Do you have an attack available? Long range missile. Let's move you into a better spot. Maybe there? I don't know how to tell when I'm getting in range of my weaponry. Yeah, it didn't make much of a difference there.
Firing.
Did it hit?
Ready for
Decker.
orders.
Move down here. Maybe have a shot with the medium laser. No. Decker.
Yes, Commander. Copy that.
Kind of risking it, but... Wow, don't have a shot on it. Vigilance, brace. Oh no. Oh. Let's see who's down there.
Waiting for
Indicator.
orders.
It'll cause 3 stability damage. Do we have a shot right now? No. Death from above. 110 damage. Piloting skill to hit, which is not her strength, but ignores evasive. Hit removes guarded. Deals significant damage and stability damage. Incurs leg damage and stability damage. Let's see how it works.
Got it.
Boom. Did we miss?
I may need some more time in the simulator.
Oh, she doesn't have
Okay, that was bad.
she doesn't have good piloting skills. Oh no. Move right here. Man, this one target is like giving us trouble. Nope, no attack. Go ahead and vigilance and brace. Now behemoth. Oh yeah, end this thing.
Let's see how you like this.
Did we not hit it? Oh my gosh.
Waiting for orders.
Decker, your melee is 15, and then you'll use everything, right? Yeah. So it's going to have a 45% chance to melee, but then 80% on everything else. This is going to be nifty.
Think I hit something good.
Yeah, that works. Is it running?
Took a hard hit there.
You did. You don't have great piloting to death from above. Can you just... Alright, you move. Right here and fire away. Backing on up the hill. Game over.
All weapons committed.
There we go. Nice.
Destroyed.
Well done. You managed to wipe the Op 4 out. I can do an extract right now. No need to get to our planned LZ.
Mission successful.
Sweet. So it took a little longer than it should have. But we didn't take any internal damage. So it was all good. I didn't actually see the percentage of the death from above hit chance, so that's why I didn't see what it was there. That went well, real well. Seems like we did the right thing in calling you in, mercenary. Glad to see we both came out ahead today. Ooh, because we did the secondary objective, our contract payment increased by 25%, 166,008. 2 reputation, -2 with the Free World League. We went up with the Mercenary Review Board somehow. Morale is steady. Took 11 rounds. No damage on anybody. Another 500 XP across the board. We all had a kill except Decker. And now we've got a choice of one item. Partial mech. Oh, another fire starter. Yes. Let's go ahead and grab that. Definitely. So now we have 2 out of 3. We get a flamer, a medium laser, and a jump jet. We can sell some of this stuff, I guess. You can order endangered mech warriors to eject in combat. Their mechs will be recovered by your salvage team after the battle. Cool. Contact the Rimward Frontier. Alright everybody, gather around. After our last talk, I bit the bullet and started fishing around for uncertified contracts. And I repeat, might have caught us something. Who's the client? Unknown. She didn't ID herself in the message, but she claims to be a member of the Canopian elite. She says that she's got a big job lined up and she wants us for it. Us specifically. She called the commander out by name. Canopian, the magistracy of Canopus, okay? I guess the Livingston name still means something out in the magistracy. Ancestry. I'd like to believe that's true, boss, but I'm not sure I want to bet my life on it. You're certain this client isn't really a bounty hunter? Because I can list off about 5 different banks that'd all love to repossess this ship. We're shopping for uncertified contracts behind the review board's back, Yang. Hell no, I'm not certain. But for what it's worth, I can confirm that she's rich. She reached out to us with a priority HPG message, and those things ain't cheap. Hyperpulse Generator, or HPG, is a device capable of sending terabytes of compressed information from one point to another at faster than light speeds. All modern HPG arrays are owned and operated by Comstar. We'll meet with this new mystery client, but that's all we'll do until we've heard her pitch. That's fair, Commander. We need to follow up on this, but that doesn't mean we can't be cautious. A meeting is just a meeting. What's the worst that could happen? Our new client vents us out the airlock, and our corpses spend the rest of forever tumbling through the icy vastness of space. Thanks for that delightful image, Yang. Look, Matthew, I'll admit, this is sketchy as hell, but it's also the best lead we're likely to find. If you want to follow up, plot a course to Bellaferon. The client will be waiting. The contract to meet our Canopian mystery client is ready for review in the command center. Take a look when you're ready, Commander. Our mech warriors have picked up a fair amount of combat XP over these last few drops. Head to the barracks to review their dossiers and direct their training. And don't forget, you can check on the state of our finances from the terminal in your captain's quarters. If you ever want to change our mercenary company's name or symbol, you can do that from there too. Cool. So I'm going to save here. We've made progress for sure. We have 1,000,003. Our monthly expenses are 224. We'll look at the finances next time because I'm sure it's been probably 37 minutes since we played. 44. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed and you're enjoying the LP enough to come back for next time, as we're going to take a look at the finances, do some leveling up, maybe a little more tweaking of mechs once we shop for parts perhaps. We'll see, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you'll join me. Thank you so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. Much love, peace, and joy, guys. Take care. And I appreciate all of you, and I will see you next time with more. Bye-bye now.